Happy Monday morning to all my motivated moms out there. I hope your Monday is off to a great start. When I tell y'all I'm so happy to see y'all and so happy to see another Monday, words cannot describe how happy I am to see another Monday right now. Usually I'm not that happy to see Monday because it means the hustle and bustle of the week, but it was so much foolishness and chaos to transpire in my last week. Not necessarily to me, but with people I'm close to that I left this week like mind blown. Okay. But I want to give a special shout out to my husband. Like, he is the real MVP. Okay. If you don't have you a Lamar, you better go get you a Lamar. Okay. Now mine's taken. But when I tell you my husband is my everything, he is my lover, my friend, my spiritual covering. I mean, he is just everything that I could have asked for and more. And I want to say thank you so much for always being there to support me, to listen to me, to process with me. When I tell you I can bounce a quarter to the advice that he gives me, or when I tell him about what I'm experiencing or evaluating a situation, he is just so spot on. I might not always want to admit you, right? Because sometimes I think it just makes your head just a little bit big, but thank you. You are right, even when I don't want to say it. Okay, so moving on from that, because I don't want him to get a big head. Let's talk about relationships. I talked about last week how to eliminate toxic relationships from your life. But this week, I really want to talk about how do you even identify if you're in a toxic relationship. So many times we will be in a relationship and we will become friends with people so quickly that we don't realize that we're in a toxic relationship until it's too late. One of the things I really like about the People Factor book that I've been reading is that it really has you assess not only yourself, but different things you may encounter in relationships and why they're important. And so I want to encourage you guys to really do some soul searching and really not only evaluate the relationship from the stance of, is this other person good for me? But also evaluate, are you the toxic person in the relationship? Are you that toxic friend? Well, if you really, really want to know, here are 5 signs that you may be in a toxic relationship or you may be the toxic person. Number 1, if you are left feeling depleted after every encounter. If you walk away from engaging with a person that you think is your friend and you feel like you need to smoke or drink or to take a nap or just to stop and you don't want to hear nobody else's voice, you may want to evaluate, why you're friends with this person. What is it that you're gaining if you walk away feeling like you don't want to be bothered? Or, caveat, if the other person walks away feeling the same way, feeling depleted after they talk to you, you may want to evaluate yourself. Number 2, if you are asked to change who you are. One thing that I have come to learn about friends, true friends, genuine soulmates, true soulmates, that they accept you for who you are, perfections and imperfections and all. They're not asking you to change who you are just for the heck of it. If they ask you to change something, it's because it's beneficial for you, not because it benefits them or because it's something about you they just don't like. They accept you for who you are. So if you are asked to change who you are just for the other person's benefit, you may want to do some evaluation. Or if you are asking other people to change because you just don't like something, evaluate yourself. Number 3, your weaknesses are always highlighted. One thing I truly have come to learn as truth is that your friends will take your strengths and they will build off of it. They will point out your weaknesses and they won't be scared to say, hey, maybe this is something you need to work at. But they are not going to just harp on your weaknesses, and they're not just going to always point those out. If you are friends with someone or engaging with someone that always tells you you're not good enough, or you never do this right, or you could stand or do better at this, you may really want to evaluate that relationship. Number 4, if you are asked to put your own ambitions aside until that other person's are realized, then you may want to evaluate that relationship. Whether it's an intimate relationship, whether it's a work association, evaluate it. If you have a coworker that's always asking you to help them with their work, but as soon as you get behind on something and you need help, they're too busy or it's an inconvenience for them, you may really want to evaluate whether you should be helping that person or if that person means good or if they're really just using you to forward or advance their own career. Same thing in an intimate relationship. If you are with a person that for some reason their dreams and their goals are more relevant or more important than yours, evaluate that relationship. And number 5, if you are constantly compared to someone else. Nobody likes to say, oh, my mom, her cake is so much better than your cake. If my husband said that every time I cook, he would be making his own food. Why would you tolerate that from anyone? If you wouldn't tolerate it from a husband or a boyfriend, don't tolerate it from a friend. Oh, such and such always does it like this. Maybe you should do it like this. If you're constantly being compared to someone else, that means that the person really doesn't appreciate you for who you are. Okay? So, I really want to share a quote out of this book, Rainbow in the Cloud, with you. I came across this book in the bargain section of Winn-Dixie, and it had a great quote in it, and it kind of ties along with my talk about relationship. I'm going to leave you with this. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. If you walk away from any relationship always feeling like you're disappointed, you're angry, you're starting to feel resentful or bitter, then you really, 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 really want to evaluate what are you getting out of this relationship. Because I don't care if that person is telling you you are the most magical person they've ever met in their life. If you walk away feeling shaded, or if you walk away feeling slighted or disappointed, maybe, just maybe, what they're saying or what they're doing is not true. Their intentions are not pure. And so I want to leave you guys with that quote, because this week I felt like I really seen that come into the forefront, that it doesn't matter what a person tells you, it doesn't matter what they do, but if you walk away feeling disappointed and angry, then that is what's going to stay with you. That's what's going to last, and that is what will determine the nature of your friendship or relationship. So I love to hear from you guys. Give me your feedback. If you are in a relationship that you're questioning whether it's toxic, how are you evaluating it? I would love to hear from you. Comment on my post. Hit me up on Facebook at StoryhouseKids.com, StoryhouseKids or StoryhouseKids.com, or on Twitter at SHK Squad. I love to see you guys, hear from you guys. Until next time, moms, stay motivated.